Gabby is really sweet and nice, beautiful girl.
She loves to sing and dance.
Liam, he's an artist. He loves to draw. It's his passion.
Gabriel was 4, and one night he was crying at bedtime and he was saying, "I still don't know how to read, and every day a new book is being written."
We are so happy, very, very, very happy.
She talked before the other twin sister, but then it just disappeared. We just thought, it will come back, but it just didn't come back.
And then someone would come to you and tell you, "You know what? I think something's wrong with your daughter."
He is very smart in certain ways, and he is very creative. So he's got all this kind of inner richness going on, but he had huge problems with output.
He's got a very sweet, sensitive inside, and part of that sensitivity makes him very vulnerable to being teased.
The issue with the social piece was huge and profound because he didn't have any friends.
He loves to go to the skate park. I think he just doesn't know how to jump in. He looks like a kid with his nose pressed up against the window.
Honestly, I cried generally at least once a week. I was afraid of falling asleep because I didn't want the next day to come fast.
For a lot of these families, they've had a dream and now their child's in school and that dream is really slipping away.
There's unemployment. I've even had families that didn't have a home. They were staying with relatives.
So it was very hard. First of all, knowing that your kid has this kind of issue, realizing there's help, but you can't get it. You can't afford it.
I remember getting off the phone and crying because I had actually found something that might actually work.
I was so happy. I was like, thank God, I've been waiting for this news like forever.
Well, our drive back home, I'm like, you know what? God, thank God for this.
I'm so grateful. I couldn't have gotten Gabriel access to the testing or to the social skills group if it wasn't for the scholarship.
Having them say Asperger's gave us, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
They found that Gabby had more behaviors that were related to autism.
The whole process for kids and parents alike is so validating.
It was, Anne's explanation of the testing results that made him feel like, oh wait, I'm not an idiot.
Beyond just the evaluation, which helps us answer questions, it can provide the services that go along with what we think the child needs.
A team of people working for them, because we have speech language pathologists, we have educational consultants, we've got psychologists.
They provide recommendations for occupational therapy, recommendations for social work services, recommendation for resources for parents to use.
I really consider my job in general to be like trying to put all the pieces of a puzzle together. And with the team, we have more people working together to figure all that out.
It's like arms around them that they haven't had in their lives before. And I know it gives them a sense of security and hope that they wouldn't have otherwise.
I love our groups because they not only take into account the skills that children need to learn, but they also take into account the relationships that you build.
It just turned his whole world around.
This has honestly been one of the best friend groups. We actually have a similar thought process.
It was just like the highlight of my week every week to have these boys come together because it was like instant connections.
Essentially, I need to construct a web or a net around each of my children, sort of a cocoon. Here, it feels like they've got my and Liam's back. And so they're helping me to construct that web.
To watch them go through it, I'm inspired. And to be able to help them, to me, it's a joy.
And it would be fantastic if the program could grow, because I have, I can think of several more students in our school who benefit from this program.
We're very grateful that Gabby was offered a scholarship here.
We have started dreaming.
I think really the most profound impact was it suddenly made him feel human. And, it's kind of heartbreaking, but it's also wonderful.
Words cannot describe. When I actually do something in life, when I actually could get a job, I've been complimented on my art so many times. I actually know I'll be able to at least try to make a living off of the different ideas. I'm not even telling you all the ideas I have in my head. But honestly, I'm just glad that things are turning for the better. And now I just got a ton of friends. And on top of that, something to do and something to look forward to.